I heard you say something in an interview that really stuck with me, and I want to get your opinion on this. So it seems like we've heard this since '08, kicking the can down the road, right? Instead of doing the hard thing, peeling the Band-Aid off or making the hard decisions, today they keep kicking the can down the road. But you said at one point that maybe they're not trying to save the system. Maybe they're just trying to keep the system alive until they're ready to go into a new system. Tell us about that.
Well, first of all, I just got goosebumps. So that is absolutely accurate. But look, the very foundation of the fiat system, the government-based money system, is inflation, which guarantees loss of value over time. Even though nominally, you had a $20 bill 10 years ago, you got a $20 bill today, it's still a $20 bill. So nominally exact, but what it buys you. So, I mean, these guys are smart. They know the system is dying. And so, yeah, I definitely think that kicking the can has been going on since 1913. That's not actually something that's new.
Yeah.
But I think they know that we're at the end game because every currency, actually everything, has a life cycle. I'm definitely at a different point at 66 than I am at my granddaughter at 6 years old. And currencies are no different. And really, if you look at the monetary velocity chart, what you see is that it in the M2, so a little bit broader base of money, it peaked in 97. And so then they did financial engineering and they jury-rigged this and they jury-rigged that to create more money in the system, but it still did not increase the speed at which money changes hands. And, really good point. All they have left is money printing. And, I pay a lot of attention to the monetary velocity chart. And what I'm seeing is that it's declining again. We got a little teeny bump up. I said, we have to see, this has to be pervasive. And it has not been pervasive. It's the most current graph. I was just looking at it earlier today. It's declining again. So all of the rule changes, changing Reg D, which they did in 95, again, to create that velocity by allowing banks, you make a deposit into your account. And I think this is critical for people really to understand. You make a deposit into your account at a bank, they sweep those funds into sub-accounts. For the bank, they can then use that equity to borrow for their benefit and do anything they want to with it. But really importantly, that means they don't have to hold as much in reserve. Okay. Now, currently, there is another regime shift that just went to final on, I think, February 21st of this year, but they put it in place in March of last year, a change in Reg D, where savings deposits and money markets, which are considered sticky, in other words, you put the money in there and you're going to keep it in there for a long time, have been shifted into the same area as checkable deposits. So you write a check. So that, again, reduces the bank's requirement to hold reserves. But what does that really do to the money that you are holding in the bank thinking that it's safe?
Well,
right?
It makes it less safe. It's more leveraged out for sure.
Yeah, especially with everything that's happening with the banks with derivatives. Mm-hmm. And the tools that they've used to hide the value at risk. But your deposits aren't safe.